Hi, and welcome to the first episode of Style is Where You Find It, where I am in conversation with some of my favorite and most stylish people. Today's guest is one of the most stylish people I know and someone I genuinely look forward to seeing every time I sit in his chair. Brandon Thompson is the owner of Modern Classic Salon here in Atlanta, where he has built a devoted clientele, including me, of women, of helping women achieve healthy, beautiful hair. He's also a realtor, an entrepreneur, and someone who understands that presentation is about much more than appearance. Brandon, welcome to Style is Where You Find It.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
We're happy to have you. Okay. Well, first, and especially on this show, I have to ask you about what you are wearing. So for the people, can you tell them what you're wearing?
Yes, I am wearing a Nike pleated sweatsuit, believe it or not. I'm not quite sure what this material is, but I just love the drama of it. I felt like it was something that was a conversation starter as well as comfortable. And I was like, oh my God, what is Brandi going to have on? I need to be fabulous. So, but yeah, that, my own jewelry. I love copper and brass. I love mixing metals, some gas station glasses.
See, I love that about you because you always have this eclectic mix of things and you can go high and low. And you have an eye for spotting the pieces. You have an eye for, who knew that was Nike?
I don't think anyone would think
That would be nobody's
other than
guess.
these little checks.
Yeah, right, exactly. I love it. I love it. Thank you. And for if you're wondering what I'm wearing, I am wearing a Schiaparelli dress. If you're wondering if you've seen this before, it is a dress that Miranda wore on the press tour for Devil Wears Prada 2. So, love it. What else? These, speaking of high-low earrings, are just a no-name brand pair of earrings, but I feel like they go very well with Schiaparelli.
Yeah.
Thank you. So keeping it simple today, but looks. Let's get into it, shall we?
We shall.
All right. So, Brandon, one of the reasons I wanted to have you on the show is that you are truly one of the most stylish people I know. I can't wait to see what you're wearing in the salon every day. And I love following your Instagram, which we'll get into later. Your sense of style feels so natural. Your sense of style feels so naturally. Your sense of style feels so natural and so authentic to who you are. I'd love to start at the beginning.
Okay.
Okay. So let's talk a bit about your style journey. Who first influenced your sense of style?
I will say my style has been influenced initially at home. So, my mom, my dad, my older brother, my grandmother, all different types of styles that they had or embodied, but I was able to pull pieces from each of them. My mom is definitely very bohemian.
Yes.
My dad is very classic man, top hat, blazer. Grandmother, chic and stylish for a woman of her age. And my brother, definitely more urban. And so I feel like I could pull a little bit from each of those. And I enjoy mixing them.
Yeah.
Those styles.
And it's always just been something present. Is it something that you all talked openly about, or was it just the essence of who you all were?
Yeah, I feel like everyone's style was natural and authentic, or is. My grandmother and my brother have passed on, but I do believe that their styles were just authentic to them. And even sometimes I would try to recreate things that my brother did. It didn't quite carry over as well as it looked with him. It just was his thing.
I feel like we've all tried that. It's to embody a style that's not quite ours.
Exactly.
And there's something, at least for me, about aging into figuring out what works and what doesn't work.
Definitely.
Yeah, yeah. All right. And so when did you first become aware that style mattered to you?
A story we talked about with me learning to iron, I think that is a standout moment for me as knowing that I cared about how I presented myself to the world. So I was about 6 years old.
Yep. And learning how to iron and ironing that first, what was it, a pair of pants?
It was a pair of slacks.
Yes, I feel like we all that's the starter.
Some Dockers.
Right, exactly. Laying it on the side, getting that crease just right.
Exactly.
For sure. So let's talk about that time you were talking about when you were 5 or 6. Looking back at old photos, how would you say that your style has evolved over time?
My style has evolved through, or let's see, my style has evolved in a way. I like to say that it's more cyclical because I go back, like even looking at some of the pictures that I pulled for this, it was like I want to recreate that, or I see how it still is present in the way that I dress today.
Yes.
So I lost my train of thought.
It's okay.
Say it one more time.
Okay. So looking back at those old photos, how has your style evolved over time?
Okay. My style has evolved in ways that surprise me every day. Like sometimes I see things and I want to go back and recreate it. I've definitely learned to master the elevated look as I've gotten older. I look back at some things and I'm like, what did I have on?
Haven't we all, right?
But I felt like I was jazzy
Yes.
at the time, and I remember getting compliments, so it worked then. But yeah, it's evolved in a way that I know how to be elevated. I know how to wear a nice suit and look professional, but I also know how to, like I mentioned about my brother's style, I feel like I can execute that a little more authentically than I could then.
Exactly.
It was more like me mocking him then, whereas now it's like an
You
effortless.
embodying what that means to you.
Yes.
And I also feel like as we get older and we learn about our bodies and what works and what doesn't work and what we're comfortable in, because that's my thing. Sometimes when I'm trying on clothes, I'll just step back and close my eyes to say, does this feel like me? Because sometimes something can look good, but if you're not confident in it and it's not really you, it's just not going to work. Yeah, for sure.
That matters a lot. And I remember a time where my mom started being like, that doesn't feel good. I don't want and I'm like, but they look so cute. Wear those heels. And she's like, no, I need to be comfortable. And I find myself in that position. I might have a pair of pants that fit me great, but they're really snug in the waist. And I'm like, I don't feel like being with this all day.
Exactly right.
No, we're not going to do this.
You're thinking forward to 4 o'clock, right? Exactly. You're like, this is not going to last.
That's 40 plus.
Right. Amen. I hear you. I hear you. If only we had the wisdom of our 40s and 50s and the bodies of our 20s, what would that life be? All right. So tell me when you feel most like yourself. We're pulling on that theme of authentically dressing for who you are. When do you feel the most you?
I feel the most me, honestly, when I'm barefoot now. So as much as I love shoes, I love a dressed up look. And we talked about this, like being at home where it's like something fabulous with the train.
Yes.
But you're like, I'm barefoot. Like I'm just entertaining at home. A
That's
glass
right.
of wine or champagne. It's like, come this way.
Right.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty good about being authentic with myself though. Like, so some days it's heavy jewelry, some days it's none. So yeah.
I feel like you do a really nice job mixing it up, but there's always something different, which is what keeps your style so fun to watch.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right. Well, now let's talk about your professional presence. So what I find so fascinating is that your style isn't just personal, it's also part of the professional presence that you've created. And I know for sure from experience, the moment that somebody walks into your salon, they immediately sense that they're in very capable hands. Just by the way you look, by the way you carry yourself, the aesthetics of your salon. So all of that matters, and all of it feels very intentional. Yeah. So we're going to get into just how you interact with your clients. Your clients trust you with one of the most personal aspects of their appearance. How do you use your own presentation to communicate confidence the moment someone meets you?
The moment I meet someone, well, it starts at home, definitely. You know, how do I feel in this? What does this outfit say about me? Even if it's a sweatsuit, you know, but having something that is at least well thought out, even if I just picked it out that morning, just making sure that it's something I feel comfortable in, because then I feel most comfortable presenting myself to whomever. Repeat it again. Tell me the question.
How do you communicate confidence the moment someone meets you? And I think that's it. Like that's really it. Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. And What about building trust with a new client? Is it the same process as, for example, when I walk into the salon, which probably feels a little more familiar since I see you often?
I think that building trust with the client, again, my confidence matters so much. How I present to them, how I present myself to them. Not only what I'm wearing, but direct eye contact, a firm handshake. You know, I'm a hugger. I will hug someone off the rip.
Yes.
If it feels like that is what they want.
Their
You know,
vibe
I'll
is.
save my hugs for people who give them money
Right,
if it's not
exactly.
the case. But yeah, just being able to assess them, and again, whether they want to hug or not, whether they are immediately sticking out their hand, what their hair looks like, and being able to internalize that and then see what their needs are before they ever open their mouths.
So it feels like you can kind of sense their energy just based on
I
how they
believe
come
so.
into the salon.
Without being too woo-woo.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. No, I think there's something to that because you're in the business of, I don't know, you're in the business of people.
Yeah, and I touch people. It's a very personal thing. So I'm grateful for the opportunity for people to trust me. And I've seen that trust come out on the first visit. Sometimes people start telling me something. Oh, I'm getting a divorce. I haven't told anybody. Oh, I'm, cheating on my husband. And
Right, exactly.
oh, wow.
Really? Tell me
Okay,
more.
well, yeah.
Right, exactly. Right, exactly. No, it is a very personal thing. And I can tell you from my experience coming into the salon, the energy is always very calm. You always make somebody comfortable. You offer them something to drink. What I love about your salon that works for me in my life is that you run it on time. You know, nobody's waiting for hours or even really 15 minutes to get their hair done. So you value the clients and the clients value you back.
I think so. And customer service, everything that I do is about when I'm in the world as a consumer, customer service matters so much to me. And we've talked about that, whether it be at a hotel, a fast food restaurant. I expect a smile,
Yes.
some consideration, some kindness, and I try to give that back to my clients because they're choosing to spend their money with me. So, and I'm appreciative.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, that's absolutely. I tell people all the time, even if you're not in the job that you want, bloom where you're planted, and more things will come to you.
Yes.
So yeah, important life lesson. Okay. So trust is incredibly important because hair is such a personal part of how we see ourselves. And for many women, when their hair looks and feels healthy, they carry themselves differently. And so we get into the healthy hair and confidence questions. And the first thing I want to ask you is, you've built your reputation around healthy hair. Why do you believe healthy hair is so closely tied to confidence?
I believe healthy hair is so closely tied to confidence because it's your biggest accessory. It's the one thing you can't take off. I mean, you can.
Right, exactly.
Even if you are wearing a wig, the confidence of knowing that when you take it off that your hair is in good shape is so important to so many people. And I have witnessed firsthand people who, not because of any health issues, but maybe just have thinner, finer hair. Seeing them in the salon beside someone with thick, luscious hair, just like they just
Fold
drool
in. Yeah.
over it almost. And it's like, oh my gosh, your hair is so beautiful. So I do believe that the confidence comes from knowing that you've done your best, but what I try to instill in different women, in every client, is that what is healthy hair for you is not necessarily what's healthy for the next person.
That's right.
And to try to put down the misconceptions of my hair's not long, it's not thick, so it's not healthy.
Yeah.
Or my curls are no longer intact, so it's not healthy. Two things can be true at the same time. Maybe you can't wear a wash and go anymore, but it doesn't mean that your hair is not healthy.
Yeah.
People get caught up on heat damage and I can't have color and my hair still be healthy. I can't be blonde and my hair still be healthy. And none of that is true.
Yeah. Oh, very good. And I feel like right now, especially around hair, there's so much information out there on social media. What are your thoughts there? Yes, I'm sure that makes your job interesting.
Not really for my clientele. I don't think so, but I do know that is, well, and it's no different than Chat GPT and anything. I'm running into the same thing with real estate. We
Oh,
talked
right,
about
we did.
that recently. We live in an information age, so if I'm able to go and type something because I was able to find it online, of course I'm going to believe that it's true, which is not necessarily the case.
Yes.
So, don't do this to your hair, don't do that. And that's fine. Some of it is based on truth, but not all of it.
Yeah.
And it's not a one size fits all. Hair is not a one size fits all thing. So I can look at someone's hair and say, this is the best for you. And I try to give people examples, even with color or even shampoo and conditioner. I can line 3 clients up, use the exact same thing on them, feed them the exact same thing for a month, and they will all have different results.
Wow.
So, yeah, I urge people not to stay off.
You stay off Chat GPT.
Find a professional. Not saying that people can't, you can't do your own hair.
Yes.
Not saying that there isn't good information out there, but find a professional and at least consult and sit in their chair a couple of times a year.
Yeah.
A trusted advisor.
Yes. I can't do my own hair. I need the professional. What would you advise women over 40 to understand about maintaining beautiful hair?
For my over 40 women, I would say lean into some change because so much is changing in your body that you kind of have to be able to go with the flow. So, it's okay to cut your hair. It's okay to step away from that comfort zone or that, what do we call it? It's not a staple, but your signature hairstyle.
Yes, exactly.
You don't have to go wild, but it's okay to move away from what has been for so long because your body is changing and a lot of times your hair is changing.
Yes.
So it can, perimenopausal. I hear about that because that's my target clientele.
Yes.
And they're like, oh, my hair is shedding a lot. Oh, my hair is breaking off, or it's thinner. I used to have hair that was so thick. Everybody had hair down their back.
Yes.
And they were a little kid. But I'm like, okay, well, you were 2 feet tall.
Right.
So
also,
your back wasn't
right.
that far away.
Yeah, I love it.
But yeah, I think it's important just to be able to accept some change and lean into that.
Yeah.
And see what it means, because they say a woman who cuts her hair is about to change
her life. Yeah, I have heard that. And in so many other aspects too. It's how you live. You can always choose to reinvent yourself.
Certainly.
Yes.
And
a lot of times it starts with the hair. Yeah.
When I look back at photos, when I buzz my head, my style shifts. When my hair was dark, my style was different. When I wore faux locks, it was different. So at every stage, it kind of inspires me to kind of make a shift, a change. So I think that's important.
Oh, I love that.
And it's freeing.
Yeah, it is, for sure. Okay, let's talk about the stylist-client relationship a little bit. One of the things that makes your work so special is that what happens in the salon goes far beyond hair. Over time, the relationship between a stylist and a client becomes so much deeper, as you and I both know. How long have we been? It's been 5 or 6 years now.
Yeah, it's been since COVID. We were masked up. I didn't see your face
That's
for
right.
a long time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then we were like, oh, hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
right.
you.
Hi, I'm Brandi. Awesome. So a great hairstylist often becomes part expert, part confidant, and part trusted friend. What have your clients taught you over the years?
Oh my goodness, so much. I've learned so much from clients. I mean, in any relationship, you learn good and bad. I've learned not to settle. I've learned how to, business acumen, how to present myself better. Which I think I was already pretty good at, but how to reach for new goals and new heights, not limit myself. I've learned a ton from my clients. I'm very grateful for the amazing women that have come through my chair and through my sphere.
Yeah. So. You spend a lot of time in the company of women, and what I love about you, one of the many things I love about you, is you have such a deep respect for women, from your mother to really every woman who walks through your salon. And you've even talked about some who are no longer with us. What an amazing thing to follow somebody through the arc of their life.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I'm grateful that you mentioned confidant.
Yeah.
People share with me. People, we've shared highs and lows, all the things, good, bad, and ugly. And I'm just grateful to have a front row seat, for such amazing women, to see them grow in their careers. Tisa, to name a few, but just to see people continue to climb.
Yes.
It's very inspiring, and I'm just grateful for the opportunity.
Well, and you're a big part of it, because it is true. When I'm not having a great hair day, it's not a great day. Like, I don't care what happens, right? It really does matter. That's how you start your day. And even you're just such a wonderful listener too in the chair. So sometimes you just got to sit down, get something off your chest, and get beautiful. And all of that is accomplished in your salon.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course, of course. What do you hope every client feels when she leaves your chair?
I hope every client that leaves my chair feels considered. I hope that they feel satisfied with their service and appreciated.
Yeah.
Because it is, I appreciate it. Again, we talked about it a little earlier, but it's a choice. There's a ton. I remember when I first got to Atlanta, I was an assistant at a salon in Phipps that no longer is there. And during a meeting, they said that there were 2,000 salons in Buckhead.
What?
At that time, that was in 2007.
Wow.
And the number may have grown, but I'm sure it's somewhere still in that same ballpark.
Yeah.
But to think in Buckhead alone that there were 2,000 salons, so not to mention the rest of Atlanta. And I remember hearing that and feeling, how am I going to make my way?
Yeah.
Like, how am I going to find a clientele that just wants to come to me? But I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it feels great to know that people choose you, because there's tons of options.
Well, I disagree. I think there's only one option, and that's you. And I think that's just the way you run your salon. And again, just the respect. I mean, your clientele is professional women, by and large, right? And we value our time. We want that level of service, and we also want and need to look beautiful. I was sharing that, I was sharing with Boston, actually, that I have a new EA, and I had to tell her, look, there's an appointment on my calendar every week, and we do everything that we can to schedule around it. So if I'm out of town, I fly in time. I need to be back. Right, absolutely, because it sets me up for my next week. Yeah, it's for sure. So,
and it's a part of your confidence.
Yes,
like we
it
talked
is.
about.
It is, to be able to walk into that room and know that you at least look the part, right? And then all you have to do is the rest, right? Be the part, right? Yeah, excellent. You've taken that gift for caring for people and built an entire business around it. I'd love to talk about what it meant to turn your vision into Modern Classic Salon. So what vision were you bringing to life when you created Modern Classic Salon?
The vision of like a haven, a safe space for not only myself, but for my clients. I grew up in the salon, and it was a fun environment, but it was somewhat of a typical black salon. I mean, it was a no-nonsense type of situation, but the timeliness wasn't necessarily as big of a consideration. And this was a larger salon, so there were not every stylist, was running late or behind, but I knew that mattered to me, that being on time mattered. When I moved to Atlanta, I worked primarily in white salons at first until I opened my salon. And that was different, and it was nice, but there were still things that weren't great. Like, it wasn't necessarily super safe for my clients, solely because we know how Karens can be. So
Yes,
like,
that's
oh
right.
my God,
All up in your head.
so
Right,
beautiful.
exactly.
Can I touch it?
Right.
As I'm touching it,
Yes.
it's like, no,
No.
this is not a petting zoo.
Right.
Like, don't walk up to, do you know who this woman is?
Right, exactly.
Do you know,
Exactly.
Like, you're in the presence of greatness. Like,
Right.
please do not touch people.
That's
Do
right.
not disrespect. No one's come up to you and done that. So that was becoming evident at the time that I opened the Modern Classic. So it was a space where my clients could come be as professional as they want, be as chill as they want, not have to be under a microscope or, oh my gosh, you're so articulate. And it's
Yeah.
don't
Stop.
give me your backhand compliments.
Right.
Like,
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it was just a place where I got to set the tone.
Yeah.
And I knew what these women wanted, what mattered most to them, and that's what I've tried to create and maintain.
Yeah. And I know when I come in for my appointment, the other women who are in the salon, who are just hanging out, having a glass of wine after their service, are lovely. And we all have a bond and a friendship. And it just does feel like, I mean, certainly a place of business, but it also feels like that safe space, that place to hang out and just let your hair down, pun intended, right? For sure. What about the name? What does the name Modern Classic mean to you?
So I called myself a modern classic long before the salon. It was like on Facebook, you had your name and then you could put something in parentheses that you felt was a description of you. And so I was Brandon Thompson, Modern Classic, for at least 7 years or so before I opened the salon. And I never thought that it would be my salon name. In fact, I've always wanted to create a lifestyle brand. I love candles. I love fine things. So linens, sort of like Ralph Lauren, and not necessarily even clothes.
Yes, yes.
But just like those nice things, for lack of better words.
Curiosities.
So, exactly.
Yes.
And we've talked about like haberdashery.
Yes.
Like those kind of things. So that's where the Modern Classic was. And then when I found this space, I was toiling over like what I would call it. And I was on Pinterest and I saw the new classic was written there. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's been right under my nose all this time. The Modern Classic. Like I feel like that embodies not only how I dress, how I design at home, how I do hair. You know, I have the classic things, hair health, and you know, that relationship that matters so much, but still trying to bring it into a modern way. So I love fun colors, and things that push the envelope a little bit, but so just mixing the new and the old.
Yeah, still hold to a core. It's amazing how things come to us. And, you know, really that's what it is at the end of the day, is your life is just an accumulation of things that you bring along with you along the way. Yeah, oh, I love it. What has entrepreneurship taught you about leadership and service?
I think being an entrepreneur it's not, I guess, being the entrepreneur that has really taught me so much as how other people look at me. Like I've been out with friends and I'm like, people are like, oh, what do you do? Like, I'm like, oh, I do hair. And friends will be like, no, he owns a salon.
Right? Yes.
And I'm like, oh yeah, I do.
That
like,
too.
It's like, but seeing how other people show pride about what I do has made me have a greater respect for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really been other people who have kind of woke me up to the crown, so to speak, that I wear as an owner. It's taught me a lot, and it's what it's taught me most importantly is that I have no one to blame. When I worked at other salons, if they were out of wine or they didn't have someone's color or shampoo that you liked, it was like I can blame someone else.
Yes.
I can't. Like it's all on me. And so it's taught me some accountability.
Yeah, you're the management and the talent, and that's a lot. Yeah. It's already not easy being an entrepreneur, right? And a lot of times entrepreneurs, in a sense, is owning the business and other people deliver the service. You're doing both, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, fantastic. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about real estate, because not only are you incredibly stylish, not only do you own your own salon and your own business, but you're a realtor. So I just love that your creativity is just unbounded. So you've expanded into real estate, which feels like another expression of your eye for beauty and your desire to help people create the lives that they love. So first question is, what inspired you to add real estate to your professional life?
Oh my goodness. Well, I've been HGTV obsessed for as long as I can remember. But a good friend of mine who then became my mentor urged me to get it. I believe that longevity played a big role, like, you know, so transitioning, hopefully not out of hair, but bringing the two together. And then it's like selecting a sport, like tennis. I can play, or golf, my whole life versus, you know, something that's a lot more, you know,
Right.
aggressive. But so real estate. I chose real estate for those reasons, but also for the financial gains of it. I feel like I've reached a ceiling with hair that unless I'm going to start charging $200 for a shampoo and
I'd
style,
still come.
well,
I'd
thank
still
you.
come.
That was a test question.
Right, exactly.
You know, it's just not. There's only so much I can make, and I never had a desire to be the type of stylist that was like, oh, I'm booked for 6 months or something like that. I always wanted to be more of the community, you know, tangible type of stylist. You know, I mean, it's great to be booked and busy, but I never wanted to come across like, you know, untouchable. So I'm grateful for that. And then the shift into real estate. It's just, again, you mentioned all of it really in your question, helping people. It was something that I still had some freedom with to kind of set my own schedule with the client in mind. So the freedom, the
Financial gain.
the financial aspect,
And then the
the fact that
longevity.
I'm still helping people, the longevity of it all. Yeah, I think those are
It all,
the main reasons.
yeah, I mean, it all makes sense, you know, that connection of, you know, hair, style, home. It's all how you live,
And I
right?
get to wear clothes without messing them up.
Yeah, there you go. Right, exactly. I love it. So before we wrap up, I want to indulge the style lover in both of us and ask about some of your favorite finds and the pieces that inspire you. Okay. So what is the best style find you have ever scored? I know it's a long list of things for you.
This was a hard one.
Yeah.
I was like, I think I'm going to have to, some of the best things that I have, honestly, were gifts. I have a navy blue, it reminds me a lot of the dress that you're wearing, Christian Dior blazer that with gold buttons, double-breasted,
Yes.
that a client gave me, and she used to source vintage pieces. And shouldn't even come get her hair done anymore, but we're still close.
Yes.
I would say that, and she also gave me a Christian Dior trench coat, which I absolutely, I love a trench.
Yes, me too.
I love the drama of it. The longer, the better.
Yes.
It's those two pieces, or that Gucci robe, like kimono robe that I have, that I love. And it's just, it's a piece that I saw, I tried on, I was like, should I spend this money? No, I shouldn't, but every time I put it on, I feel great.
Worth it.
I feel like I get a compliment. Not that that's why I'm doing it, but it's genuine.
Because it just so works for you.
It's just, I can wear it with sweats. It's like a fur coat.
Yeah. You can put it on with anything and it looks good.
Dress it up, dress it down, and it just always makes an impact.
Yeah, for sure. I think, you know, vintage, they just don't make it like that anymore. And it occurs to me that we're now in a period that will be vintage in the future. So it's like, whoa, what is the future of fashion, right? Of vintage, right? Look like. But I love a good vintage piece. The great ones are hard to find. I think there's an art to shopping vintage.
And I typically, when I see vintage pieces, they're really small.
That too. Yes, exactly. People were smaller there, right? For sure. So what designers or brands consistently inspire you?
I love Gucci. I love Dolce & Gabbana. I love Ralph Lauren and Zara.
Yeah.
I'm a Zara fanatic.
How do you shop Zara? Like, give the people the tips, because it's finding the pieces from Zara.
Yeah, Zara can be difficult. I shop online mainly because, as we spoke about, we feel like Atlanta is the short end of the stick with a lot of so buyers or whomever.
Help us out in Atlanta.
But I'll shop online. But their sizing can be very inconsistent. So
True.
I always lean to the larger size with them. And I shop. I don't limit myself like with shopping. So like this is a woman sweatsuit from. Sorry, and I have it on Do Not Disturb.
That's
She's
okay.
finally calling me back. I don't limit myself with where I shop.
Yes.
Be it a store, be it the women's section, men's section. I'll even walk through kids sections. I love walking through the kids section of Gap. I feel like they always have the cutest stuff. I'm like, man, why don't they make this?
I know, I agree with that. I feel like Zara Kids here is better also than Zara.
Kids is good too.
So cute.
Yeah, they really do a good job. But yeah, I let my eye. I don't know if you've ever seen the Vreeland. What was her?
Debbie Vreeland. Yeah.
Diana or Deanna.
Or Diana Vreeland. Diana Vreeland.
But she has a documentary called The I Must Travel, or the I Must Travel. I say I Must Travel. I think the title is a little different. The I Should Travel, has to travel. But I was so inspired, and I refer back to that line all the time because I do see fashion everywhere, be it in your art here, textures, colors, in the clouds, in the trees. But yeah, I try to keep an open mindset.
Yeah.
Which took time.
Right.
Because as a man, you feel like you're supposed to dress a certain way. Men, you need to say,
Yes.
in
the men's
why do
section.
you have that on?
Right.
Is that women's? But over time, my confidence grew, and it's like, I don't care.
Right, exactly. I like what I like.
wear because
Right.
I like it.
Exactly. It's so true. And that's like really the inspiration behind this series, Style is Where You Find It, because it's everywhere. And I feel like a lot of us have been sold a prescription of what style is and isn't. And it's a very personal thing, and it can be found in the most unexpected places.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Where do you go for inspiration? You said that I must travel.
Everywhere. I see it. Where do I go for inspiration? I go back to my photo albums for sure. I'll get dressed. The biggest thing sometimes for me with getting dressed, I'll get dressed for work, and I'll be like, this is too good to wear to work. So then I'll take it off, or I'll take a quick picture.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, I have
Save that for later.
We got to save that, but I'll forget because I have so much.
Yeah.
So I'll start there, going back to my photo, my vault, to see what I have in there. But I also, Pinterest, models in stores, a little bit everywhere.
Yeah. It really is all around us.
It
That's
really
for sure.
is.
Yeah. So let's now talk about the practical side of style and how you do what you do, because you always look so impeccably put together. I don't feel like you give yourself enough credit because it really is that good. Yes. So I have to ask about the practical side of your style. Thank you. How you actually get dressed. So let's start with, what is your process for getting dressed in the morning?
Just like building a house. Start from the ground up.
From the shoe? Okay, yes.
And it's the most movable part of my wardrobe, I guess. Everything is fine, but I can literally take a shoe. I know what I want to stand in. I stand. So it matters. The level of comfort, which we spoke to. What I want to give. Do I want a little height? Because, like today I have a triple stack Jordan, so that elevates me a little bit.
That's right.
Or if I just want to wear a sandal that I feel like I'm walking on the ground. But I'll take my shoes typically, and then I'll walk around to all the closets and just see how something. And I shop like that too. Like if I have a piece, I can walk and just kind of run it along other pieces and be like, okay, that color, even if it wasn't a color collaboration that I thought would work, sometimes you see it and you're like, oh my, this goes well together.
Right.
But yeah, so I start with the shoes and then I work my way up.
I think it's really important to be able to see your clothing. So the neat freak in me put doors on, all of my clothing. So
there's doors on my
is it? So you just open it up. Okay,
Right.
so you actually exactly
No,
the exhausting step of opening the the closet and
And
putting
I
your
talk
shoe
to
up.
my clothes.
Right. Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't talk to my plants.
But you talk to
But
your
I do talk
clothes.
to my clothes. I'm like, all right, y'all, what are we gonna do today?
All right.
Like, what's it gonna?
Come on,
when
show
it,
me
when
something.
it really matters.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I mean, it always matters. But for like today,
Yeah. What
I
are we
literally
giving?
opened up. I have 4 wardrobes in my primary, and I was like, what can I wear that's going to be comfortable, that's going to photograph well, that is going to exude what I want to exude, that
Yes.
looks like me, that's going to compliment you.
Yeah.
And I was
And
like,
here you are.
And then this was like, pick me. Pick me.
It spoke back.
It didn't even say pick me. It was like, you know what it is.
I love it. I love it. The rest of the clothing turned
Right,
its
you gonna
back.
play
And
around
right.
with these other pieces, or you want to really make an impact? But
That's right. For sure. For sure. So maybe you've already answered this, but I have to ask, do you set your clothes out the night before ever?
not typically. Even today,
Yeah.
I didn't. Like, I mean, if I'm wearing a tux or something, like
Yeah.
maybe black tie,
Yeah.
I will. But no, not
Yeah.
typically.
Yeah. No, for sure.
And when I pack
Yeah.
for trips, I pack in outfits. I put outfits together, but I rarely execute them
Yes.
like that when I get there.
Oh, wow. So it's always
I
some
end up
remix
mixing
of
them
it.
up,
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Yeah. I mean, getting dressed for me is one of the best parts of my day. It's a time to be creative because my day job is not creative. And so it's a time where I get to express myself and be like, ooh, what about this? What about that? It's just a free form of thought.
It is.
Yeah, for sure. When you're packing, do you rolling rack it or do you just lay out the outfits in a flat lay?
So I have a. It's made it a lot easier because I pretty much hang everything other than sweaters that'll get like the hanger marks in them. I have a. It's not a canopy bed, but it's like a modern canopy, but it's a cube, so I can hang. So
Convenient.
I hang it like
yes,
on the bed.
I love that.
As I'm ironing and I'm choosing pieces and I have a mirror and I'm like, is this no, not that, okay, and then it goes from one side like the take, toss, or put back.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, you talked a bit about this, but I have to ask you how your wardrobe is organized. Or not?
It's in the vault. It's definitely organized, but I just know where some things are. But I do try to. I have all my white shirts together. I have all my sleeveless shirts, vests together. All my pairs, so like suits, sweatsuits, or just 2-piece outfits, sets. They're all together. All my shoes are in my shoe room. Most of my pants are in there, but there's not enough room. So
right,
there's some
yeah.
overflow in another closet. Yeah, it's a little. It's not hectic, but it's a little bit everywhere.
Okay, it's your own.
But I know,
yes.
for the most part, where stuff is.
So the
where to
stuff
go
that's
for
in
it.
the other room does not get out of sight, out of mind. You know what's there.
No, what the things that get out of sight, out of mind are. Again, I have so much. So really, it's packed tighter than I want. I could use it.
Yes.
So like, I can be looking for a shirt, and it's literally like this because it's
Right.
squoze into a wardrobe, and then I'll be like, oh my gosh, I forgot about this. And then I'll pull it out as a reminder and like hang it on the outside of the door and try to incorporate it into the next. It may not work for what I'm trying to do right now, but
Right. I love it. I love it. Do you?
problem.
Yeah, right. I've got the same disease. Right. Do you have style icons or people who you're like, yes?
Definitely. I wish I knew more. Not new person. Well, I would take that too. But like La Roche, I think as I would love to give more credit to the not designer. What do we call
The stylist.
The stylist more than to the actual artist. Maybe
Yes.
like I love whoever dresses Usher.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're important because the artist is important because they're executing it.
Certainly. Yeah.
But I'm not foolish enough to think that they've picked all these pieces or these looks by themselves. But the way Usher delivers things, the way Rihanna delivers, executes her outfits, Tracy Ellis Ross, we've spoken about
Yes.
her. Love her. And then, I have family members that I just love.
Right,
I love
right.
seeing what you are wearing.
Thank you.
Yeah, I get it. I'll pull it from anywhere.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah, those are some of the biggies.
Yeah, there's so many great examples out there. Okay, well, the last question I think you answered, which is what sparks an outfit for you, and it's the shoes. That's where you start, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, so I think that brings us to the end of our conversation.
Really?
Yes, exactly. It went so fast. We could do this all day, right? And we do it every Friday in your chair. And I'll say in closing, Brandon, everything you've shared from healthy hair to personal presentation to entrepreneurship speaks to the idea that style is not just about how we look, it's about how we help people feel, and you do that beautifully.
Thank you.
You are welcome. I know there will be many viewers thinking, I need Brandon in my life. So please tell everyone where they can find you.
You can find me in the Modern Classic Salon in the Buckhead community of Atlanta, Georgia. Small, intimate setting. Love to have you. Great times, good vibes,
Great wine
great wine,
or water if that's your thing. He
and
has
great
it all.
hair.
Yes, and great hair, great hair. And of course, I'll include a link to Brandon's salon and all of his socials in the show notes. In closing, Brandon, thank you for sharing your expertise and your extraordinary sense of style and for your friendship.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Until next time, keep finding style wherever you are. Yeah. It's a wrap. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, you did great.
Oh,
You
God, I
did
was
great.
so nervous.
Oh, I couldn't feel it. Yes.